All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and for Sawctober, we're reviewing all of the Saw franchise. And this week, or for the first episode, we're reviewing Saw 1. There's going to be no opening. We're going straight 30 minutes of spoiler review for all the Saw movies, and that shit starts right now. All right, we're in it, boys. That was clean. All right.
Nice intro, man.
This movie's art. I think this movie is fucking fantastic. This is hands down a great horror movie.
No one ever did it like this in 2004. This is first of its kind.
Dude, this is peak James Wan, and by peak I mean mid James Wan, because peak James Wan is Malignant, which
that's true.
I feel like you get a little bit of Malignant in this movie though.
And
How so?
The first one?
Because it's weird. This first movie is kind of weird. There's some real weird shit happening. And like
weird.
The storytelling is kind of weird though. And like Alex brought up a good point with with Dr. Gordon. His line delivery is kind of weird.
It's like forced.
Yeah, it feels like real awkward sometimes between him and Lee Winnell. But it kind of fits because they're in a life or death game situation. It's just real weird, but I loved it. I vibed with this movie so goddamn hard. It was rad.
But you could tell like they were going in a different direction at first in this movie. Like it's just tonally a little different, and then you see as the franchise goes, it diverts. But like this one does, and I tend to not like. I tend to not like movies that are set in one location. But this film at least does a good job of being like, oh, okay, it's one location, but we're gonna give you a lot of other stuff, so you're not just trapped in here. Because if not, the movie is like, obviously that's what the short is, but it's like you needed to expand the world, and I think early on they give you enough where you're like, oh man, what is going on in this world? It's not just like, oh, a one and done situation when you're watching it. You want to know about like so many other factors leading to it, and especially too, it's like John Kramer like is this you kind of use so little in this film. It's kind of crazy though.
Could you imagine if they never made a sequel?
If they just left it at that?
If all you got was this movie and the only bit of John Kramer you got was his geriatric ass going, game over, and then closing the door, and that was it, that'd be fucking crazy. What an insane thing to do.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, I have more questions.
Bro, you don't even know your main villain. Yeah. The only thing you know about your main villain is he has a fucking secret knife and that he likes to watch people kill themselves. And it's like, what a wild fucking thing to do. And somebody give them money to make this. Lionsgate is crazy as shit for making this movie.
But it's because of the short film, right? Is that why it got...
Yeah, so they shot that... Film? Yeah, so the short film is basically this first movie, but only the bathroom parts.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to come in here, cut off your legs, silly goose, or else you die anyways. And then that's like the whole short or whatever.
Yeah, because you figure how short the movie would be without the outside room stuff. Like, it's like the room itself, it just trying to figure out what's going on.
But it's not impossible, right? Like, we saw Buried, that Ryan Reynolds movie, and that's 90 minutes of a dude in a box. And it's gripping. Like,
but that's also why it's like an independent film. Like, independent films will do stuff like that. Like, big film companies won't really do things like that.
I mean, at this point, Lionsgate was even kind of independent.
It's Saw, like, what else have I mean, I'm sure they've done a ton of their stuff, but I feel like Saw is the biggest one.
Since then, they've done a shit ton. But they didn't even come about until, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. They were founded in 97. So, like, a little over 10 years after this movie came out, they were founded.
There's a big pickup for them.
Massive. I mean, they made $99 million off this movie. Because there's no way they marketed this shit.
What else came out around the time this movie came out?
In 2003?
4?
It was like when the Hostel and stuff all started. They started doing the whole like the torture porn
torture
stuff.
porn. I mean, you're talking about horror movies or just movies in jail? In jail, in general.
Movies in jail.
I mean, movies in jail, you probably saw like Gone with the Wind type of movies.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is probably out right now in the jail.
The Machinist.
Yeah. Some good movies.
So, yeah, I mean, straight bangers, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you think they have movies in jail?
Dude, they get to use computers. Shut up.
Yeah, they have
horror
movies.
Movie
night.
Yeah.
They had The Village.
Oh.
Was
I
out right now. Village is kind of whack, but okay.
I like
This
that
was better than
movie.
The Village.
Way
Secret
better.
Window
This
with
is way
Johnny
better
Depp.
than The Village, though. You
this
agree,
is-
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, don't say yeah, because you're Mr. fucking Nun
Hellboy?
2 is the second worst Nun.
The first Hellboy?
Yeah.
I rocked with the first Hellboy.
I mean, both Hellboys are
Oh,
pretty dope.
Leprechaun came out.
Yeah, the movie existed. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that coming out.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
2003.
they got like
It
10
was 2003.
leprechauns.
Dawn of
Um,
the Dead.
I mean,
The
Lionsgate
remake?
kind of has a lot of
Decent.
series.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It said Twilight, but it was 2008. So I'm like, why is that even on there?
These
The
are all
Grudge.
These are all Lionsgate
Oh,
films,
Lionsgate.
dude.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
I didn't see what you
I mean,
said.
Twilight probably has made. Do you think Twilight's made more money than Saw?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? But
I know there-
but
there
the
are-
Teenage girls love Twilight.
Yeah.
revenue, yes. Like return on investment, no way. Because these movies
Yeah.
are dirt cheap. I mean,
This, yeah.
at one point, we were watching, and because we've both seen the first one, we were just kind of talking through it about stuff. And essentially, we were watching it, and they were like kicking the bar or the things to try to get the shit off of it. And
The
at one
pipes.
point, Gordon just leans on a pipe and it bends. It like you could tell it's foam
Bruh,
because the
I
shit's
saw
bent
it.
in, and it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are we doing here?
But you know what though? Like that happens in movies still to this day. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill them. There's a famous scene in Mission Impossible where the bathroom is all foam and they hit the toilet and it pushes in. So like it's the one with him and Henry Cavill fighting. It's like for them to have the budget they had. I know the budgets
$1
get
million.
bigger in these movies, but I don't think it ever gets like huge.
No way. But like $1 million, come on, that's fucking
That's
nothing.
dirt cheap.
Yeah,
So they
that's
made it
People
for
shit out a
million.
million.
And it's made 103.9 million.
yeah. So they made $102 million on this movie, which is fantastic. These margins right here are fucking crazy.
Even
that
if they
just
did promote it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they still made $101 million.
Yeah.
This is just for the box office. So the amount of time that you could go see it in theaters. That's not even counting like how much money they've made from streaming, how much money they've made from like home video sales, that kind of shit.
At this time, the home videos, like the streaming probably wasn't big enough yet,
Yeah.
but the home video rentals and
Massive,
just
bro.
DVD sales were probably
Massive.
huge. Because this became like I don't even say it's like a cult classic. It just
No,
became
this
just like
is
a horror classic.
So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
looking. They made a Saw film every year for fucking 9 years, or for 5 years after this. It's just
Yeah, they had
straight
a run.
boom, 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 boom. Yearly, it was a Saw film.
Banged them
Well, it
out.
doesn't take
You can
a lot.
kind of you
No,
can
it
feel it
doesn't.
though.
You just kill people.
You can.
Well,
And
we'll get to feeling it a little bit later, but for right now, you didn't
Yeah.
feel it. The only thing you were feeling was
No.
the tension in the room.
It feels like a standalone film, and I feel like it just. I think some of the characters are overacting. Like I think the little girl is just too hysterical. I think the mom just like I don't know. It
What
just
do
it's.
you mean? If a man had a gun next to your head, you wouldn't act the same way if you're a
Sure.
7-year-old girl?
But this is a film.
Yeah.
You could act less so that like they could have gotten the point across with a little girl acting at about 60%. She was at 150% and she was ready to give a little bit more if fucking old boy asked for it. If James Bond was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, sweetie, give me about 70% more," she would have fucking powered up and been like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
But
He was trying to go Super Saiyan, like,
She really
but we were
was.
like 5 episodes in. You know,
Yeah.
it's like.
But it was I would chalk it up to fucking James Wan just not having his
Not
chops
knowing?
at that point, you know?
He's a decent director. Like,
No, but
But-
like he is now. Like you
Yeah.
can't. I feel like you can't compare his directing ability in like Insidious or Conjuring to this. You know,
yeah.
It's a different type of horror, too.
It's his second movie.
Saw is his second movie, dog.
Yeah.
What was his first movie?
A movie that was never commercially released.
Stygian.
Stygian.
But
Yeah, I
he
know.
did
What is
the
that
short film. This is like all his project, right?
Yeah, him and Lee Winnell both did
Okay.
Saw 0.5.
Gotcha.
But like other than the weird acting choices, so like the stinted acting and then the little girl going a little too hard, I think everybody's great. You get the perfect amount of Danny Glover, the perfect amount of his partner, whatever that dude's name is. What's up?
Dude, I like him.
So do I.
I didn't know he did Dead Silence and Lights Out, too.
Yeah, James Wan is a fucking prolific horror
Dead Silence is
director.
scary.
That's all right.
Nah, dude, that's scary.
Yeah,
those quiet films get you, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't prepare
he's
for
gonna
it.
do Salem's Lot.
maybe.
That's what it says down there.
Oh yeah. Well, he's not
but I
doing
think
it.
like
He's producing
it's just so iconic though, like the Saw, like literally like all his foot stuff. Like when you think of Saw, it's like that bear trap. Like I think that's like one of the first two things that come to your mind.
But now something that comes to my mind is a poisonous gas that's in my blood. Because holy shit, dude. They talk about that shit so much. There's a poisonous gas that's flowing through your blood.
A nerve agent.
I just had a lot on my hands. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Do you think it's the same poisonous gas each movie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got one
100%.
drum of it. Yeah. And he just goes and pumps it into the room a little bit and then he leaves with it.
Everything is from his original designs throughout the whole series.
Yeah. And he only bought
From
the
his
one.
factory.
Yeah.
Who's he married to? Ingrid.
Bro, who the fuck cares who James Bond is married to, dude? She's some Romanian actress. Someone you don't know.
I was like Jill Tuck. What are we talking about?
I also thought Jill Tuck.
But also not in this movie. We're not there yet.
Yeah, no, we don't know who Jill Tuck is.
I didn't even know she was a thing.
No, and his motives, like, you don't know his motives yet, which is crazy in this film. Because, like, he just, like...
Yeah, I think they only lightly mention the whole, like, will to live thing, right? Mm-hmm. Just lightly. They pepper it just a little bit.
They just mentioned the whole, like, Dr. Gordon being his primary care physician and telling him, hey, man, you're dead in 2 weeks, bro.
Y'all see that trap, though, that he was working on while they were in the hospital?
He was working on some trap.
You guys didn't see that? So when Gordon's talking about him or whatever, and Zepp comes over and he's like, "Well, his name is John." When you look at his like table or whatever, he's drawing the bear trap in front of everybody. Like the drawing for the reverse bear trap is just fucking right in front of everybody's faces.
Gotta give a fuck.
No, he didn't give a single shit. He's sleeping with that notebook open. It's wild.
What is his little fucking?
What does he have to lose?
I mean, yeah, that's true, but like what he has to lose is the fucking thrill of being able to put somebody in a reverse bear trap. That's what he's got to lose, you know? If he gets caught, he's fucked.
But you don't. Is it drawing on a person or is it just?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's on like a mannequin
I vaguely
head.
think I've seen this. Yeah.
You guys should look it up because Alex didn't see it at first either. I was like, "Hey man, you see the reverse bear trap?" She goes, "What are you talking about?"
It's a Halloween costume, dude.
Nah, bro.
Well, then we even talked. I was like, "Did they release that?" Well, I guess since she like lived, she never told anybody. But then she was like talking to the cops.
See it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I'll link it.
Don't be quiet.
I'm not quiet.
No, you are. You're done like this. You can talk loud. Talk loud. It's all right. You're not gonna wake nobody up. But yeah, it's crazy that it's just out there. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
It is out there.
I'm the Jigsaw baby.
And the X, and there's probably like another trap underneath the drawing too, because there's like a triangle thing.
It's a sketchbook.
It's wild, bro.
It is. Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite things in this movie is like. That's how much he's just Mr. I don't give a shit. Is he's like, I'm gonna work on my death traps in front of everyone. Dude, that's how little these people care.
Dude, in this world, they would have been like, we probably could use it for prisoners, so it's okay. Because cops in this world, wild.
Yeah, this metropolis city that we're in right now is easily the dingiest,
Gotham, dude.
most Gotham wishes it could be as fucked up as this city, though.
Yeah.
You have a doctor, an oncologist, living across the street from some dude in fucking squalor. Danny Glover was looking through that window and he had shit on his pants. Like he had just pooped his pants and he's like, I gotta watch for Dr. Gordon.
He's going crazy in that room.
You know what's crazy though? I know John doesn't kill him, but for him to slice him is a this movie thing only.
Yeah, future John, I don't know because we haven't seen that movie yet, but like future John wouldn't be slicing nobody's throat, mostly because he's too sick. But
yeah, and that's where it's like when you watch this movie, it's hard. Like if you like for anybody that hasn't seen the Saw thing, it's like okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like if you've seen another Saw, it's like his motivations in this don't really align with the future of the franchise. I think it's because they have to like Hollywood it and they make it more crazy. Yeah, like it's more simple. It's simplified here.
I mean, and the other thing that happens in that scene that made me double take was the fact that he was like, "Oh, you're just a guinea pig. This is gonna kill you. You will not be able to get out of this trap. You are just the test subject." It's like this John is real fucking weird, bro. Like he's real weird.
when the other cop dies, Danny Glover's partner or whatever, that trap is like, it's like, what game is that? What test is that? It's not. It's
a trap.
But and we haven't seen it, but in the second one he does the same thing. I think he counts booby traps as like, well, you shouldn't have been in my space, and the booby trap.
Yeah, I mean, he booby traps like the cops force any chance he gets.
Yeah, he's just like, I fucking hate pigs. He said all cops are bastards.
Yeah,
he's just breaking knees and shit.
But then he wears a pig mask, dude. So what does that symbolize?
You know, it's like when the kid at school beats you up because his dad beats him up. It's the same thing.
If you can't beat them, you join them.
Yeah, you join them. You join those filthy pigs.
You become the things you hate.
So the best trap is totally the razor wire one, right?
I could beat that one, man. Easy.
I could beat that one too, bro. That's what I said.
But you know which was the most D-bag trap? Is
that fucking flammable one, bro.
Like, it's too OP.
It's too OP. What are you
I still don't
that
get
dude?
the game. Like, I still don't get how you're supposed to.
You're supposed to discern
decipher.
the combination.
Can I say one thing first?
Go ahead.
There was no need to put glass also on the floor. Like,
yeah, just him freaking out alone, he was gonna shake the flame and set himself on fire.
You can't see. Okay, go ahead.
No, I agree. I think this might be the worst, one of the worst traps before we get to the future movies. Like, this trap is unbeatable, bro. I don't care who you are. You don't have the stamina or the fucking mental fortitude to make it through this trap.
The barbed wire, it's like, just be smart.
Go
the
slow.
bear trap had it the easiest.
Oh, yeah. You can cut somebody up. Eric, you're telling me in a life or death situation, you have to cut someone else. And
I don't know if I have
she's
the willpower.
not a good person.
Yeah, she's a drug addict. She's
I guess if I was in the same
fiending,
situation, I would be a drug addict as well. So
if you were fiending on meth, if you're fiending for the meth, Eric, you'd have cut that dude up just for the promise for a rock. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Eric, we have three. We have three traps. It's okay. Would you rather have like this stuff all over you? If you touch a thing, you burn. Plus, you have like a minute, and there's goo on the wall to get a code. Barbed wire where you're already getting cut up, or cut someone's stomach open.
I'm cutting that other
Dude,
person
what if
up
I
crazy,
fumble?
bro.
What if I got blood on my fingers? You know, I'm like over
No
here
matter what, you're having blood on your fingers or goo. Like your hands aren't clean in any situation.
What's up? You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if you have all the kills like on a thingy.
No, I don't.
I'm sure he has like a kill count though.
No, I don't think he's done the Saw movies.
No, I was just saying so I could be like, oh, my favorite kill.
I mean, like,
Your
all the
favorite
deaths
trap
in the
and shit?
movie, I could tell you all the traps. It's Amanda's trap. It's the razor wire trap. It's the fire trap. It's the foot in a brace trap or whatever. The fucking chain trap.
Okay, I thought there was another one, but
No, this movie is light.
No, that's it. It's short. Yeah.
There's not a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. And the other traps are just to like kind of let us know like what he does, like the character.
Yeah, how fucking
because it's like
sick he is.
trying to give some background on him.
Yeah,
And like
on the
it's not an
Jigsaw
isolated incident. Like this guy is and that's why like they're so hot on his pursuit. Like they needed like motivation from the police force. I'ma marry that girl. I'ma cut her with a saw.
Who's the worst character in this movie, though? I'm thinking it's Zep.
yeah, I don't
I
like
fucking
that.
hate that guy.
No, it's the little girl according to you guys.
No, the little girl's the worst actor. Zep is one of the better actors in this movie. The guy who plays
He's a
Zep
good
is
He
actor.
barely
He's
said
another-
anything.
I'm not talking about in here though. That little girl never
Yeah.
had a fucking role ever again. This dude was in fucking Lost.
you
He's
didn't
the
know that,
big
man.
bad of fucking Lost.
Bro, that's why I hate him.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
like, why
the
do I have so
issue-
much hatred for this guy?
My issue with Zep is as a character, you're taking way too much joy in putting your gun in their face. Like it doesn't like his motives too. I'm like, bro, why? Like, what do you get out of this?
And, like,
He was just following orders.
It's kind of making him horny though. He was a little horned up.
Sure, like he's also like in a game in a sense, and it's just like, but all you have to do is just like follow instructions. Sure, there's no need to scare them worse. Like you don't gain anything from it.
I
Like
also
what does he
didn't
gain?
understand why he was doing the stethoscope thing.
Cause he was like,
That
this
was
is kind of
weird.
hot. He was getting turned on by it. That's why he was like, "Ooh, I want to hear your heart." Da-doom, da-doom,
Yeah.
da-doom. It's so
Yeah.
weird. It's so weird. But I mean, that kind of I like it because it almost lays the groundwork that these are the type of people that this motherfucker attracts. Are fucking freaks, dude. They're straight weirdos.
It just for his character, I'm like, how do you like? I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why? Other than the fact that you're just a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean that's it. But it's a Saw movie, so that's all you need is that he's a fucking weirdo. He's a straight freak. But I liked everybody. No character was bad. Just the acting was bad. I think every character played their part. I don't think you could remove a character and it'd be like, oh, whatever. You know, maybe you could replace the dude who was in the drill chair with some other dude, but like he didn't really do much other than fucking sit there and scream. So like he played his part perfectly.
Yeah.
Why? Other than, or you just didn't like Zep?
Yeah, I didn't care for him.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to because he's a villain.
Mm.
So, you know, he's kind of the best character when you think about it like that.
I also didn't care for old secretary girl.
Who are you talking about?
Oh,
The
secretary
girl.
girl.
You met at the hotel?
No, bro. I told you that was a resident. That was another doctor he was teaching. Yeah. And she gave him the eyes and he's like, meet me at the hotel, the motel, the Holiday Inn. And then he got there and he's like, my pee-pee doesn't work. I have to leave. And then he left.
During the class, she's like eyeing him up. She's like,
yeah.
Oh, what's up, doctor?
I didn't even realize
my notes. It's because I was like, look at the book. Look at the book. It's so cool. Because I forgot, too. I was like, who the fuck is he meeting up? And then I looked at her and I was like, oh, it's the other doctor. But why do you hate her? She's just out here trying to get her rocks off.
She knows he's married.
You would, too.
I don't know if she knows that he's married, though.
What does she care?
Yeah. Clearly, she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Again, she's just trying to get her rocks off.
I know we're in the beginning of the Saw franchise, but I'm like, in this franchise, marriage don't mean a damn thing.
You really don't. If anything, it's a hindrance. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think to qualify to star in a Saw film as a character, you have to have a disheveled marriage life. Like
you're fucked up. If you're not going through a divorce, you definitely hate each other.
Yeah, you qualify then.
That's not true. I wouldn't give you up for the world. You hear me, Jigsaw? I wouldn't give her up for the world. You son of a bitch.
Now you're gonna have to play a game because you're too in love and you gotta learn to love
your
yourself,
life, dude.
Yeah.
We saw this with the Try Guys. He loved his wife too much and look what he did. I want to play games. What is her favorite color? Jigsaw, no. Fuck.
It changes every day. I don't know.
Remember this? What is her Starbucks order?
Oh god. That's a hard question. I want to play a game. Do you want to play a game thing? It's interesting how it's said different, like differently or whatever. Because I always thought it was like, do you want to play a game? And then sometimes he's...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always remembered it as, I want to play a game. He's telling them that he wants to.
Yeah, but it varies per situation. Sometimes it's like, do you want to play? I want to play. But I always thought it was just like, do you want to play a game?
I like it when he doesn't give him a choice.
Yeah.
He's just telling those motherfuckers. You're
gonna play.
Yeah, you're here.
Well, he lets
I want to do that. Yeah.
He's like, we're playing a game.
He should say, I want y'all to know that we're playing a game right now, actively.
Yeah.
How do you guys like the Billy doll?
Billy is fire, bro. As a horror icon.
Does he laugh? Sure. Does he laugh in this one?
No, I don't think so.
Right?
Because
I don't think so. Maybe.
Because when Amanda sees him, I don't think he laughs, does he?
I think he...
I don't think so.
I thought he did.
I think we're thinking of the second one.
Yeah,
no. Because she describes it and you see the Billy doll roll out.
It just rolls in. I don't think it says anything, and then it's just used as the face on the videos.
Right.
Like, it doesn't get more, like, characteristics until, like, later on in the franchise.
So, I kind of prefer it when he doesn't laugh. I think it's kind of creepy, and I kind of hate it.
Yeah. I think this thing does, like, the Jaws thing, where it's like it's better because they show you less. Like...
Do you think so? I kind of like how much we see Tobin Bell in the future.
It just says that a laughing noise was played whenever Billy the puppet appeared.
Bro, we don't know unless you pull the movie up on Amazon Prime Video. Not a sponsor.
And could be.
Dude, I'd be a scab if we got some Amazon money, brother.
I watch it on the cock. How do you guys watch it on Amazon?
We watched it on Amazon because I found out it was there, and because Peacock makes you watch ads.
Only in the beginning, the first like.
Oh no! When I tried
ads?
to watch it, they gave me 7 ads, bro.
When does he show up? Like what time?
I cannot believe you're asking me that question.
On the account of your show, you're getting ads?
Yeah, Eric, it gave me ads when we were trying to make the opening.
Which one were you? Maybe it's only that certain film, because on the Freeze Force 4, no ads.
Yeah, because I was watching. I mean, I had to do Saw 6 for that one, right? I think it's 6 with that carousel trap.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know that's in the future, so I have no idea. But if I knew, I think it'd be 6. Oh shit, she's in the lab, bro. Look at her cooking it up.
I also
Turn it sideways,
I don't really get why
it's loud.
they gave what's his face, Adam, the key right away. So he had the chance to escape right away, but he drained it.
So
I don't get that aspect.
It's a future thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next movie.
It makes no sense.
Right.
But it's his plan, like,
yeah.
I guess we'll talk about it later.
It is though.
It's a plot hole.
It's a plot hole.
They fix it though. In the first one, it doesn't make it. Well, in the
but
first one, it's
there
like
is no sense for it to make though. You don't know this guy's rhyme or reason until the movie that they implement the fix, anyways, right?
But that's one of those things though. I feel like people like. So it was talked about like, oh no, he gives people a chance or whatever, and then people are like, well, what about the key thing? Like the key goes, he doesn't have a chance or whatever.
But that's kind of bullshit because he still gives him a fucking working saw.
A handsaw, yeah.
He gives him a chance. If anything, the key was like he got a fucking get out of jail free card.
For sure. I mean, it's one and we haven't got to 2, but like it's like they do similar. He does similar things though. Like there's always a easy way and there's always a hard way.
Right.
A lot of times they don't see the easy way because they're panicking.
Right.
Even with all the traps, they don't start till you start them. Like everyone just freaks out and starts the timer. Like if people could, I know you can. Like I understand that. I wouldn't be able to relax. I wouldn't be able to just be like, oh, bear trap on my head.
Yeah,
like,
I better relax.
But as soon as once you set up like the doors and everything, like you start them,
everything.
and
it's
then
dark.
Boom. Yeah.
I mean, I think it makes sense. He's lucky he even got the key. Just from the logic that we're introduced with, the fact that he even got a key that was gonna work no matter what. He got real fucking lucky.
And
he just got unlucky that it got sucked into the drain.
Yeah.
I think he also got the better opportunity because Dr. Gordon, it's more of his game than like he's like a secondary player. Like, you know, so because like
I mean, that was Gordon's goal. He was like, all right, kill Adam.
Well, no, that was the goal. Adam didn't even have anything to do.
A thing.
Yeah. He's the cellmate. He's the dude that fucking Gordon was supposed to cut open, dude.
Because he's not even supposed to get the note. Like, the note is not intended for him. That's the big thing he does, but the note is not intended for him. The only thing I guess he's supposed to do is the toilet, right?
Yeah, and that's only because he's right next to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was probably only to make it harder for Gordon to kill him, which is fucked up. Like, that's just super fucked up.
Yeah.
But man, this trap is iconic, dude. It is so iconic. The two of them in the room, tied to the fucking pipes, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, it's so simple though. Like it's such a slow death though.
It does not laugh, everybody. We do not hear the Billy laugh in the first
That's what I thought.
movie.
That's some great like producing stuff she did there.
She did. She produced the fuck out of that segment.
Yeah.
She was all the way down here.
That's like when I'm watching a podcast and it's like, hey, look that up, and then in the background just blah, blah, blah.
She Jamied it for us. Hey, Jamie, look that up.
Thanks, Jamie.
No problem. He does not laugh. He just rolls out on his little tricycle.
So it definitely just happens later. Like they expand on him is what happens, which makes sense.
They were like,
because now you have him laugh.
A creepy laugh.
Yeah, because now you can sell more toys.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'd love to have a Billy doll.
One that opened its mouth and laughed would be fucking rad.
Just chilling on a trike would be cool.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, it'd be so dope. All right, we got 45 seconds. Anybody want to say anything else pretty quick here? Other than we like the movie. Are we rating this?
Sucks.
We're rating these, right?
The electronic
so, yeah.
or the
All right.
electroshock things were wild.
Oh, the
The
fact that he
chains?
could just shock
Yeah.
him through the chains.
And the fact that he was
That was
doing
out
it
of
himself.
nowhere.
Oh, dude, when you find out he was doing it himself. Oh, we didn't even talk about the twist. This is
No.
one of the best twists in horror movies of all time. The fact that he gets up, tears the gunshot wound off. Dude, beam, 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 beam.
I literally
There's no
remember
way you
being
could-
like 8 or 9 watching this for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's no way you could ever have guessed that or anticipated
No
that.
mames.
No way. Other than they give you the hint that he likes to fucking watch his victims do it. And it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
sick
fuck,
fuck.
is right here. All right, quick ratings. No funny business on this one. James, what do you give Saw 1?
7 out of 10.
Eric, what do you give Saw 1?
8 out of 10.
Alex, what do you give Saw 1?
8.5 out of 10.
And I'm gonna give this shit an 8 out of 10 too. This movie's fantastic.
Yeah,
it's great.
it's a solid movie, man.
Straight fire. And if you've never seen it, what are you doing here? You should probably go watch this fucking movie. 'cause
spoiled
it's
the
really
shit out
good.
of it.
We spoiled it so hard, especially at the end there. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerLaterTV for our review of Saw 1. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social media. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can listen to us on all podcasting platforms and on YouTube on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central. So tune in in a couple days for our review of Saw 2. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
See ya.